The UK Home Office has made a lot of changes in this past few months, and the latest one is happening from the 9th of April 2025. This cuts across a lot of people, those coming to the UK, those who are already living here in the UK as well. So I'm going to give you a comprehensive overview of all the changes and then what you should know. If you're planning on coming to the UK or you're already in the UK, the least you can do is to stay updated with all the new changes that are taking effect. So stay tuned. Hey lovely, welcome again to my channel. My name is Shari and you're welcome to my channel. So since last year, a lot of changes have been happening from the UK government, the Home Office. Like, there has been a lot of changes. Now they have come up with another one, which is new immigration fees and then new nationality applications fee. Everything has been categorized, from applications in the UK, applications outside the UK, and then everyone that falls into both categories. So we're going to be taking it one after the other. So the Home Office has categorized these fee changes into 13 different sectors. So they have listed the current fees and the new fees and the changes between the two. So the first one we're going to be talking about is visas and application made outside the UK. So if you're outside the UK and then you're planning to come to the UK, there are fees that you should be aware of so that you can be prepared financially. So for visit visas up to 6 months, currently it is £115. So they are going to increase it to £127, which is to say they've increased it by £12. So if you've got a visit visa that is lasting up to 2 years, they've increased it by £43. Visit visa up to 5 years, £77 has been added. And if your visit visa is lasting or is up to 10 years, they have added £96. That's a lot of money. So if you are coming to the UK for medical treatment, or if you are going to stay for more than 6 months, your fee is £200. Your visa application is £200, but it is going to be £250 coming April. A lot of things has been added and we need to stay updated. So if you are in one of those countries where you need electronic travel authorization, that is, there are certain countries where they do not need to come to the UK with a visa, currently it's just £10. They're going to increase it to £16. To indefinite leave to remain as a victim of domestic violence and dependent children, it is currently £2,885, but that has been increased to £3,029. So if you are coming to the UK for work and then you are applying for visa and you are under Innovator Founder, you and your dependents are going to be paying additional £83. If you are coming under the Global Talent Visa, you're going to be paying £205 instead of £129. So depending on which category you are in, you need to look at the current fee so that you'll be able to prepare, especially if you are coming as a family, because you need to calculate it individually, and things are really expensive. So you need to make allowances for any additional costs. For students, if you are making your application outside the UK, you're going to be charged £524 instead of £490. The only thing they haven't made changes to is premium services. So usually, if you want your application to be worked on quickly, there is priority visa services. That is the only category they haven't increased, which is quite surprising. There is no changes in the fees in priority services fees for both categories, that is inside and outside the UK. Now to the 9th category, if you are making, these are other applications made in UK. If you are planning to apply for indefinite leave to remain, you're going to be paying £3,029 instead of the £2,885. If you remember from my last video, I spoke about the changes that the UK government is putting in place to deter people from coming to the UK, and then those who are already in the UK, they are trying to make things quite difficult so that they pay more before they can be able to get access to benefits. And one of the changes was they were going to increase the cost of indefinite leave to remain. And at the time I made that video, I made a comment saying they haven't decided on what the fees are, but they said they were going to increase it. So now everything has been settled. So instead of £2,885, which is per person. They are going to increase it by £144. So just imagine a family of 3, 4, 5. You're going to have to pay additional £145 per person, which is a lot of money. But sometimes you end up working in the UK for a long period of time, you save, and then you have to carry everything to go and make visa ILR. And this is just even one step to your citizenship, because there are other additional charges. You need to take life in the UK. And talking about life in the UK, they have actually, surprisingly, that has remained the same. They haven't increased it. It's still £50. That's going to remain the same after April as well. If you are due for ILR this year and you've got the money, I think you should start your application before next month. I know the month is already ending, but from April, you're going to be paying additional £144. Now, to the 10th category, which is nationality. You want to go for your British citizenship, which is naturalization. Currently it's 1,500, but it's going to be 1,605 in April. And for nationality registration, which includes British Overseas Territory citizens, British Overseas citizens, subjects, and persons, which is adults, there's an increment fee of £63. But for children, that will remain the same. Now, for skilled workers, or anybody that requires citizenship, that requires certificate of sponsorship, that has also been increased. So if you've got a sponsor that is sponsoring you, that's perfect. Thankfully, for assessment of overseas application regarding English language test, that is going to remain the same. So that is £140. It's going to remain unchanged. So I've just given you a fair idea of what the changes are going to be. I'm going to leave the link in the description below for you to have a quick look at what is going to take effect from April 2025, and then per your category or where it fits, you can see how much you'll be charged for your application. So a lot of things are changing, a lot of things are becoming expensive, and we need to make adjustments financially to be able to meet up with the fast-paced changes that are happening in the UK. And another thing is you would have to stay updated, because as it has started already, it's going to continue. So you have to stay updated so that you don't miss any important details regarding any application, because most of these fees are non-refundable. So let me hear your thoughts on these increments, and let's hear how this is going to affect you. Thanks for sticking around, and I hope you like and subscribe and join the awesome family, because I'm going to be bringing you a lot of updates you don't want to miss. So until my next video, stay awesome. Bye.